First and foremost, God of War Ragnarok has a whole new campaign story ready to go in about 12 hours from now, which is also going by the name Valhalla. It's, of course, a DLC content that Santa Monica Studio has been working on for like a whole year now, promising a roguelike combat to begin with, new story segments after the campaign, and all weapons leveled up to the max. You might also want to know if you already own the base game, Valhalla over here will be a free addition to your copy as well.
I must face this.
No shame in what just happened. It's all part of the process. Let's go again.
And I'll be damned if I know what to make of it.
Some sort of crystal.
Final Fantasy XVI is getting 2 story DLC content packs, and the first one, titled Echoes of the Fallen, is actually out right now. So if you already had hands on the first one, you might want to know. The second one, Rising Tide, has a release window of spring 2024 as well. I mean, Square Enix just released more on the second one with a new trailer taking place just before the base game's final battle, bringing new challenges and a lot more. Just check it out in case you missed it.
And that we will not like the answer.
Then we better cut this short.
Welcome, my friends, to Mysidia.
Wake says the story will change reality around us.
Alan Wake 2 is getting a new Game Plus mode called The Final Drift. I mean, we heard about it earlier in the week. Remedy announced that a new Game Plus mode adding new content to explore with Alan Wake, Call the Night Springs, as well as several familiar characters from the franchise that you can actually play through. And, well here, the latter one, the Lake House, is going to be focusing on a mysterious facility situated on the shores of the Cauldron Lake. Basically, more campaign. These editions will release on the first few months of 2024.
Be it a lord, be it a god. But should ye fail to become aught at all, ye will be forsaken, amounting only to sacrifices.
In a couple months, Elden Ring's much awaited DLC Shadow of the Erdtree is hitting the platforms as well. Well, this is no longer a rumor. From Software actually updated the release window, but literally no words on what this edition brings. What we have learned from the leaks is that the DLC will add an entire Bloodborne's worth of content to Elden Ring, adding an entirely new map on top or below the lands between. Until then, just make sure to stay tuned.
I pray that the guidance of grace abandons you.
Why accept the burden of their grace or be fooled by the dogmatic ramblings of the fingers. Rise with us against the Erd Tree.
Never met someone with a taste for brawn or contrast. We'd make good mates, I reckon.
I bid thee travel the path of the Lord. And once all is done, we shall see each other once more. Now, go forth.
You abdicated your choice to this.
About a month ago, we came across the word that Diablo 4 is having a DLC expansion in the making too, now titled to The Vessel of Hatred. This might come as a surprise, but the vessel is supposedly set in Diablo 2's world, and the story picks up after the events of Diablo 4's campaign, which sets players against the demon Lilith. There will be a new class called the Spiritborn, which is said to revolve around nature, magic, and carry a glaive. Anyway, we know this expansion will release in the final quarter of 2024.
I don't even know where to begin. You've missed so much.
Bungie will now launch Destiny 2's expansion, The Final Shape, on June 4th of 2024. This might be a bit of a sad news, but the other DLC going by Marathon is also delayed to sometime in 2025 as well. Anyway, The Final Shape is said to be an ambitious expansion that's meant to conclude Destiny's Light and Darkness saga, set in a mysterious entity in the universe of Destiny that hangs motionless in the sky as a source of light. Take a look.
But hey, I'm here now. Wherever the hell here is.
I died centuries ago. I am a tribunus in the Legion of the Dead.
New Core Games just went on and announced King Arthur's Knight's Tale expansion, going by Legion 6. Well, I mean, it'll now launch in early 2024 for PCs via Steam for $20. You probably know the King Arthur game here, but just in case, it's a hybrid between turn-based tactical games and traditional character-centric RPGs, touted as a modern retelling of a classic Arthurian mythology story told with dark fantasy tropes. And in case, we just got a new cinematic trailer for it.
Hells to get out of Tartarus, but finally, we have found the way out. Only to arrive to the island between the realm of the living and the dead. Avalon.
Syntax error picks up right where Touch the Sky left off. Shade uses her new quantum computing tech to decrypt the servers from Golden Shark, and she finds some intel on some incredibly valuable software for a new kind of drone operating system.
Starbreeze and Deep Silver just confirmed the name of the DLC on the way for Payday 3 and said it'll be coming out by the end of the year, what's called Syntax Error. This thing will bring a slew of new playable characters, more enemies and weapons to destroy them with, and most importantly, utilizing Unreal Engine 5, if that even makes sense. Additionally, they are actually taking care of all the bugs that was reported by beta testers a couple of months back.
These officers are elite supporters using their drones to scout and harass any criminal foolish enough to try and bring their wicked trade to their city. The techie will attempt to hide and stay away from the heisters as much as possible, controlling their drones from a distant hiding spot.
UG is finally dead. Yet the chaos caused by Elixir has spread far and wide, continuing to afflict the land.
Last month, Team Ninja released its second DLC for Wulong Fallen Dynasty, going by Conqueror of the Jiangdong. Now, I haven't had the time to play that one myself with the chance, yet I've come to realize that there's another one hitting the scene tomorrow, going by the Upheaval in the Xinjiang. It's a story content that depicts Liu Bei's forces as they fight back against the threat of the elixir, which was supposedly a thing in the past DLC. As a trailer, tomorrow the DLC would hit all platforms simultaneously.
And I'll make you pay for what you did!
That man was indeed Yuan Shu.
Yuan Shu, for your crimes against the people, we shall bring you to justice under heaven's decree.
We are the Son of Heaven, Emperor of Demons.
Boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight. Enjoying yourself for a change?
Earlier in the month, Final Fantasy XIV's last patch was released, and from what we've seen in the showcasing, there's a few new races that might be added to the game. Furries. That's not what we're here for. The game is having a packed DLC in the making going by Dawn Trail, which is a major expansion that promises new gameplay features, more content, some balances, and most importantly, the beginning of a new story arc.
This one might make for a worthy opponent.
Available on Steam and the next-gen consoles as of just days ago. In case you missed out on this announcement, we have a DLC for Metal Hellsinger 2 going by the name Purgatory. It's a $6 piece of a must for anybody who already played this gem, just tying over more and even better soundtracks to sync with. New weapons, more skins, and now a new Horde mode. In case you missed it, Metal Hellsinger is just a rhythm-based first-person shooter, kinda like Doom meet Crypt of the Necrodancer. Number 12. It's actually one of my favorite pixel art RPGs of 2023, Eastward. I had no clue, but this has a DLC on the way too, coming out no longer by the end of the year, but January 31st next year, which is basically offering some farming sim game components like socializing, cooking, in addition to just a bunch of new characters, and also then some more on story. Check it out, this thing will hit PC, Switch, and also the Xbox consoles as well. And last but not least, coming to PCs only, we've got Euro Truck Simulator 2 Heart of Russia. This is an upcoming map expansion DLC that will feature another part of the northern Russia, which we have known about to be a thing since May this year. Whereas we heard you will be able to visit the heart of Russia and sometimes even the wild nature, just as well as cities, where you can expect seeing the promised stunning history-accurate buildings. Anyway, we're still waiting on a release window. This thing is going to be coming to PCs only.